Oh my god. Oh, jeez. Okay, good morning. I need to start the stream off by prefacing that I'm not sure how long this is going to go. I am not in a good spot right now. So, 3 hours of sleep, maybe. That's pretty much it, I think. So, hey, bloke, how are you doing? Jesus, Lord Thunder and Jesus by. Yeah, I'll bang you. So, yeah, I don't know how long we're gonna go for.
Religold is now following.
We are going to... What the hell are we doing? Right. See, can't even concentrate, man. Thank you for the follow. Religal. The overlay is a mix of... I have a bunch of spacey backgrounds that switch every minute or two or something like that. But the rest is a mix of, there's a hero's skin, and then the camera frames are from like a different thing. So I put them all together, and now we got some stuff. But yeah, I want robotic future space, man. I saw you were streaming the other day. I was looking at my website just to see if everything was up, because I got an error from one of my jobs, and I saw that we were hosting you. I'm like, holy crap, huge bloke is streaming. Holy hell has frozen over. But it's good to get you back online. About to go to bed? Alright, yeah, don't worry, dude. We'll chat and stuff. Things and stuff. Just switching over to the Pacifist, because we're gonna go turn in our so every Sunday morning Aussie time. That's like Saturday night for me. Yeah. But where you are, it's like an extra hour and a half, right? Or is it just only a half hour? I think it's an hour and a half, because you're Australian Central, right? Just loading up my Pacifist. And Wednesday nights. It's 10:30? Yeah, so you got the extra half hour. What time is it right now? So 10:30, for me it's 9. Usually... Actually, that's kind of odd, because usually for Lita, she's East Coast, right? But she doesn't do daylight, so... When we go live at 7, it's 9 for her. So 9 here would be 11 p.m. for her. So it's like Lita's time, but minus half hour. Got it. All right. Hey, stuff sold. Oh, but not for really anything big. Okay, let's see if there's any Darkmoon Faire. There. Now you can see what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those streams, I think. One of those streams. Just hope we don't kill anything, because freaking hell, I would lose my mind. Right, we're gonna see if there's any Darkmoon Faire things that are up that we don't already have that we can afford. 733. The fat F that. Dude, I know. I miss like hanging out. Like just shooting the shit, right? There's a lot of things I don't do that I wish I could go back into. And really, it's just me. It's no one else. It's not on anyone else. It's just me. Right. Oh shit. You know what we forgot to do? But hey, you know what? They added the portal here, so that's good. Yeah, this year it was so weird not getting a ticket. I know that there's another round, but it felt really strange not buying the ticket. Like I never even went into the group, man. Nothing. And it felt really strange. Like I did this year would be 5 years in a row, but there's just no way. No. But it's gonna be you were drunk and passed out 10 minutes beforehand. Why would you do that, man? So I heard that there is like a exploit with the ticket sales where if you opened up Chrome, right? Oh, well, you know what would help? Is if we actually accepted the quest. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's gonna be one of these freaking streams where I'm not paying attention. Oh my god. We're gonna lose a challenge. So I heard that you could open up a browser, for instance, like Chrome, and then in Chrome you could disable some of the CSS, and because of that, it would get rid of the please wait thing, and you could actually go buy a ticket. What the fuck? Like, I don't know if I really believe that, because like I saw this on Twitter from a source that I don't know who that is, and I find it hard to believe that they would rely on CSS only to prevent somebody from buying a ticket. Like, I think maybe the CSS would be there to say, yeah, you can't buy one right now, and then if it's gone, maybe you start to go through the process, but as soon as you go to hit pay, it's like there's no ticket for you. So, error, right? That's kind of what I think is what happened, but maybe they didn't say anything. All right, well, this should give us. Oh, maybe not. I was thinking a nice big chunk of XP here, but I mean, it is free XP. Well, that's gold well spent, I think. If we're gonna get one, it is because I'm poor. Yeah, and hooking, yeah. yeah, but your winter is like summer, man. Okay, your winter is like a cool spring day here. Your winter, I would wear t-shirt, shorts, and some Crocs for sure. Your winter, we are gonna start everything we say with your winter. Your winter, I would shave my legs and my armpits because it's still too damn hot. The only reason why you need to have leg hair and armpit hair is to keep yourself warm in the winter time. But in your winter, that's not the case. Oh yeah, I was used to playing on a mage here. And this is why we bought the flower, so we don't have to go back out and do it again. So Darkmoon Faire, and we haven't even done their cooking and fishing dailies, but hoping. Whoa, oops. Well, that would have been good. Also, did I? Yeah. Good morning, Zorts. I thought I saw you in here. I saw another name, and I was like, oh. I should have known that the coffee mug. I could use some coffee right now. I had a cup of coffee recently. Where did I have it? In the butt. No. Where the hell did I have the coffee? It's not the cold that gets us, it's the extremity. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Well. I don't know, man. I would take your winter over ours. I'm just sick of frickin' snow. And I love the heat. Just bring on the heat. As I get everyone sick with you take my summer. Alright, well, we'll swap, man. Imagine your winter. Then 8 weeks later, it's 3rd degree burns from stepping outside. I mean, hey man, if we could do it, we could trade. That'd be cool. Be like, hey world, so we're just gonna do a little bit of a trade in seasons. Everyone else can have this season the same, but you know, Australia and Canada are gonna swap their winters and summers. Okay. It's 21st century. We still have weather. Science fiction lied to me. Yes. As long as there's no Polyshore. Like, listen, Polyshore, man. I mean, back then, yes, okay, he was fine, but it's kind of annoying. But it's like, I could not go and watch it again. There's just no way. No way. Can I go full screen on my face for a sec? Oh shit. Why? Why is that? Let me go full screen on my face. Cause you're gonna type some shit in, I think. It's not my face. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Too late. Oh shit. See, not paying attention. We're Thunder Jesus, man. The bloke's like, you bastard. And I'm like, yep. Yep. See, I can't watch that. I can't watch Encino Man. I can't watch those. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dude, my hair. My beautiful hair is all over the place. And I haven't shaved in like a month. Oh, for Christ's sakes, bloke. Alright, no XP, so we don't care. We gotta go to Billy over here. Oh, Billy, give me your XP. His name is Sage, but with a Y. Such a hipster. What the hell? Good God, bloke. What the hell? Like, are you on drugs? Oh, well, I can't even bother with her. Alright, last 2 quests. Whee. Wow, it's like chimes, man. Peace. man. Alright, well. We got basically 3/4 of a level. It's pretty awesome. I will smite you for saying such things. Jesus Christ, dude. Did they pass weed laws over there or something? Like what? Well, maybe not weed laws. Is it PCP? Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Now I'm spent. You're sleep deprived too? I'm sorry, man. What the hell are we doing now? We are going to Thunderbrew. Oh man, see, you remind me. I've got to freaking do. I'm pretty sure we've got an extra emote slot, so it's gonna slot. So I gotta move one of the emotes over, but it's got to get reapproved, which is bullshit. You're under a ton of stress? Fuck, man. Sorry, dude. How's the house going? So I hope the house isn't the stress point. Like, I hope the house is being built, because I saw some pictures, right? And where they had like the outer frame kind of going. Holy good freaking god. Oh no. No. I mean, okay, listen. Anytime that a house is being built, it's like it gives me a nose blow. Okay. But when a house is being built, there's always like a delay or something, okay? Like something will happen. It's never perfect. It's just how much crap is it gonna be, right? So if you only have like a level 1 or 2 thing of crap when your house is being built, I would say you're doing pretty good. But if you're into like the level 5, 6, then yeah, okay. Yeah, I feel you. And then when you get into like the 8, 9, and 10, the 8, 9, I mean, then you start crying. And then when you get into the 10, it's like, just finish it, you know? Just finish yourself off and you're done. Don't even find B. Arthur attractive anymore. What the fuck? You know how I'm struck. Jesus Christ. Was it B. Arthur? What the hell is her name? Frickin' Maud, right? Well, that was another character name, was Maud. She had like a show, it was Maud, right? Oh, for Christ's sakes. We can do this one, it's just I don't want to file that. Okay, right. So Golden Girls. Yeah, it's Maud. Okay. Don't find her attractive anymore. I really didn't like what was the one that was all sexified? Ruth? Christ, what the hell was her name? Betty White. Well, she's seen some stuff. So and as crude as it might sound, she wow. Okay. Well, thanks for the help. And got 2 emails. One was a big nah, and then another one was a all right, you're done. No, like a good, you're done. So, yay. So one, and another, yay. I'll go fishing. So, Betty White, as I was going to say, it's going to be really crude. But boy, I bet you she could really twist your missile. And then some. How old is she? She's 90 plus for sure, right? Like she's 92, 93? Yeah, you made me laugh, so now you can put your junk back in your pants. Ho ho ho! Heyo! Yeah! And now votes like you, son of a bitch. Betty White is older than sliced bread. And I think that's true, right? Which is funny. Yeah. This guy's making me nervous. See, look, whoa. No, don't like you. Sliced bread was invented the year after she was born. Oh my god. Can you imagine being like, hey, so I'm older than sliced bread, and everyone's like, ha ha ha, you're so old. But he's like, no, it's true. Man. I mean, when were cell phones invented? Right? Like, can some of us say that we were born before cell phones, and then in like 40 years or so, when you say that to people, they'll be like, "Holy Jesus, you're old." Right? You thought Iron Man couldn't have professions? You're correct. Iron Man cannot have professions. We're not doing Iron Man. We're doing Pacifist. Tell me she wouldn't be able to teach you a new... Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying she could twist your missile so many different ways. Good lord. Oh, god damn it. I missed the thing. Yeah. So I think I don't think I did the Children's Week stuff on this character. Not sure, did I? Oh, I did. I did. So it's done. You want cheeseburgers? Cheeseburgers? Good lord. I would love a Baconator from Wendy's right about now. Alright, so we cannot hearth, because we already hearthed. So we will have to make our way back to the flight path. And turn it back in. Dude, it's Monday. Oh my god, no. Get the hell out. If you do anything, I will cock punch you. And I'm serious. It will be instant. I'm watching Game of Thrones today. Just as I pass out, I'm probably gonna be crying when I fall asleep. So for Endgame, the boys and I were watching all the Marvel movies, not in a row, but as close as we can. So we were gonna watch one on Tuesday, but I think our plans changed, so we're gonna watch one tonight. So we started Iron Man on Saturday night, oh, someone spoiled Game of Thrones. Oh man, Yeah, I've turned off Twitter and Facebook. I'm not looking at anything because I've started to see people saying, game embargo is off, you know, just like what you just did. I'm like, okay, well, turning it off. Done. Oh, you know what? We didn't turn in this quest. It's a gun. Well, this was our mining one. No, I have not. Nope. Because I hate people. Yeah, I hate people. Okay, and I know that our movies now, like the seats are really big, and we don't really need to deal with folks, but it's still filled with people. So I don't do people. So we watched Captain Marvel like about a week and a half ago, and it was half full. So I can deal with that. It was fine. Except for the one freaking idiot that kept his cell phone on and got a call during the thing. What the like, dude, they have a commercial right up before it starts, and it says, turn your cell phone off. Like, turn it off. How am I going to avoid spoilers that long? I'm just not being on Twitter and Facebook, and if people come in Twitch, I'm going to throat punch them. And it's like, man, like, I couldn't, like, and this guy was older, but not old enough to be like, I don't know how cell phones work. Bull crap. Bull crap. Stop being lazy. Turn off your cell. Like, turn it off. Like, I actually turned mine off. Like, it... everyone I know is with me. So, if there's anything big that happens, well, at least we're all going to die as a group. Fine. Turn the cell phone off. I think I would say if your wife is pregnant and is not with you, okay, you can leave it on. Just turn off all the sounds. But this dude, no. If I know that stuff happens, so. I mean, by a certain point, I mean, I'm not gonna get really upset. Buddy, you go to sleep. All right. You love me 3000. I love you too, buddy. I love you 3000. The Frank. So we're back here again. Hopefully we should be able to get a level now. Nope. Oh, wait. Yeah, we... Oh, hey, did we get a good screenshot this time? Yeah, kinda. So what do we got? Dark. Oh, holy crap! Darkmoon Faire. And oops. And what? Oh my god! Can't even think. Cooking, fishing dailies. Because that's a whole level on our. What was? Level 45. And we're cut off. Bam. Okay, so we still can't hearth. The other daily quests here don't give any XP, so there's no real point to it. Okay, I think we are going to... I don't want to pick herbs around here. It's not in my safe zone. Let's go to Karados. So we'll fly there. We will pick enough herbs to get rid of our rest XP. So it's not a whole lot. Looks like 37% rest XP. So Zortz, how are you doing? Oh man, I didn't take my frickin' morning pills. That's why. I need to get... So I found this concoction, and I don't advise you to do this at home, but... So usually when I take aspirin, I have to take 2, and it's 2 of the extra strength. Okay. So 2 of the extra strength is 500 grams, 500 milligrams. Oh my god. So I take 2, so it's 1,000, right? I also took 200 milligram Advil, so it's 400. And about an hour afterwards, I began drinking a mixture of the scotch and ginger ale with like a big ball of ice in there. It's a pretty cool ice ball. It's an ice ball, not an ice cube. And I had 3 of those. I did not get drunk. I wasn't seeing stars. And the nerve pain was pretty numb. It was achy, but not the shooting one, which is great. But I don't know if I could do that every day. Gonna be a busy week at work. Freaking work. Well, why is
Pink
it gonna
Shook is now following.
Thank you for the follow. I mean, if you have a glass of scotch every day, so we had a shot glass of scotch. We put that into a tumbler, and did a half a can of ginger ale, so that you could still taste the scotch and the great big ice ball, and it was pretty good. I did have the scotch straight, right? Neat. I don't know if I'm a fan of it, to be honest. I think it was okay. I'm not really big on the smell and the taste, kind of. Like, I prefer booze that will not make me go, oh, unless I really feel like I need to hate myself or something. Which, there are times. There are times when it is needed. Right? Why is it going to be busy for you at work? What's coming up? Mother's Day? But all that stuff should have shipped out already, right? Beer might need coffee. Yeah, you know what? I could use a drink too. Can you go get me a coffee? Alright, we are heading over to New Tinkertown. It's a safe place for us to level our Pacifist until we get to till we get to 60, and then we're gonna have to move on. We have done Archie. We've done 2 dig sites. The other dig sites are in places that there are too many mobs around. And because of level scaling now, I can't do it. So it's too much of a risk. And as much as it does give you some good XP, it's not worth it. So we're gonna head back at like 65 or 66 or something and see how that goes. I might even wait till a little bit later on, just so that we can get the aggro range down off of the mobs that would be nearby. But that's gonna be a while from now. All right, let's go get this one, and then we'll go back up the mountain because I know that there's stuff back there. So we'll do one pass in New Tinkertown, and then we'll... I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know if it's gonna be it, because I only had about 3 hours of sleep last night, so not feeling too hot. Trying to think about what what we were gonna do. Well, it's Monday, so we could potentially hop onto an RP realm and go look for the Void Talon portal for viewers. That's one thing that we could do. The other thing is the remainder of my mount runs, because it looks like... Well, so this week I didn't really do a whole lot of my panda mount runs. I did a few of them, but it looks like my main still needs to do the panda ones, except for Galleon. I don't necessarily like doing those. Oh Jesus, it's up there. I don't necessarily like doing the panda ones on my main because it's on a normal realm. It gets cross-realmed a lot, so typically you do have to wait the full spawn timer unless we get lucky and we just arrive just as it spawns. It's funny that I feel the most comfortable now doing Pacifist and Bloodthirsty. Whereas before I swore them off. I'm never doing these, ever. Although the Bloodthirsty, I don't know, man. Now that... I mean, we do have a spot to grind on mobs at Volgard Point. Or Volgard Hold, or what? Or I don't know. Fort, or I don't know what the hell it's called. Knock you out. But we're not grinding on rares now because the rares are actually rare. And I pretty much decided, because the rares are rare and they're all over the place, I'm not going to bother making the add-on for BC and Wrath. I think Classic is good because typically the rares are in one spot, whereas, you know, like there's a handful that are not, like they roam. However, most of the BC ones and Wrath ones do kind of move around a bit, so it's harder to denote that on a add-on like hand denotes. But that's okay. We still have our classic one. So I'm still afraid of these guys because I'm afraid that they're gonna get killed and then I'm gonna get a prox kill. And I just, you know, I don't want to flag my character. Don't want to flag. All right, let's go with this one. This is right here, but it's not really part of my. Let's just load it off. So I'm just gonna check this little bit down here. Nothing. Keeping an eye. So we're almost at the end of our circuit here. We're not quite burned through our rest XP. Oh, there is one up there. Yay. Get up there, yo. Oh, gnomes. We're gonna go here. There's one. There's one right here. I don't even have to knock anything out here. We're gonna go here first before we cut across to see if there's anything on the back side of this. Alright, so we cut across. I wouldn't do this on a low level Pacifist, but these things are like level 5, so 4, 4, and 5. So aggro should be very small. Welcome back, Zorts. Zortso. Well, see, this stuff gets me nervous a little bit. I mean, I'm level 4. I'm not worried about dying. That's not okay. This guy is an issue. This guy will scale all the way up. Get the heck out of there. That's the only one in this whole zone that scales the whole way up. Timber. The wolf, the rare wolf over here, scales to level 20. But that's about it. 2022. Let's see. 22. So I'm not too worried about that guy anymore. It's more the rabbit. Rabbit. Alright, well, we're done New Tinker Town. So I guess we'll muck about in, like, just outside there, and we'll head back to Iron Forge. And we'll switch to something. I don't know what, though. Don't know what. We do need more of this. More stuff to sell. Oi! On the auction house. And we can auto run because I don't use batteries in my mouse. It's wired directly to my PC. I made that mistake once. And it caused my guild's raid to wipe, and it was on it was funny. It was actually one of the first. Oh no, I'm confusing with a different one. Okay, so the running into the boss thing because my mouse died. I think it was in Nax in Wrath of the Lich King where you go kill the Hound, Like, right? Like there's like a dog boss, right? And you have to jump down from like some pipes. So we were not ready to jump down. And, well, my mouse decided to die, and I was in the process of moving. I had my auto run on, and I couldn't hit my keyboard in time to stop moving. And that was it. We pulled the boss, and because we were not ready to go, yep, I wiped the raid. By that point, it was okay, because the guild I was with, they were pretty cool. It was funny. It was just a funny thing to tell everyone, ha ha ha, Stone wiped the raid last night. Yep, that's okay. The other time I wiped the raid was right at the end of BC. I was in a different guild, and I was trying out with them because a friend of mine was in the guild, and they were looking for another tank. Sorry, they were looking for like a third tank for Gruul, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. So when I finally got geared up enough, I ran with them, and Gruul went okay. We went on to Magtheridon, and that's the one where he's at the bottom of like this prison kind of thing, and there's people trying to channel to keep him in prison. So what I did is that I right-clicked one of the casters before we pulled, and as we ran to our positions, because what you're supposed to do is that you're supposed to take your position, assume the position, before you pull, and you basically have to split up into 3 groups. So I run out to go to my spot, and because I had right clicked on him, I was on auto attack, and I hit him, and it did cause the raid to wipe, and they were not happy, especially because I was new. Oh my god. So I didn't so at the end of BC they actually blew up, so I'm not too upset about it, and then it made me go to a different realm, and I found a different guild that they were pretty cool. Their guild name was Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. It was awesome. What the fuck? Yeah. That was a great guild. And then that guild blew up because we're no longer rested, because this husband and wife duo kind of got involved with everything, and the husband was relatively decent in the DPS area. The wife was not. However, we were at a point where we were on I think, what boss was it? We were in Trial of Valor. No, not Trial of Valor. What's the Trial of the Crusader, right? You know, the one that was in between Ulduar and Ice Crown, and you just go into a big Coliseum, and then just fight bosses, right? Like there's no trash. We were on the PvP one, I think, and we were just not getting it done. So we asked people that had low DPS to sit, and there was about 2 or 3 of them, and they were like, yeah, I'll sit, because, you know, like, we tried, and I will go out and actually play right now and try and get some better gear. So they would go out and get and run stuff to get better gear. Except for one of them was the wife of this other guy, who was like, well, no, I'm not going to sit. And so, well, we need you to sit because you're dragging us down. We cannot beat this boss if you're in this group, because we have to do extra work, right? And so she got mad, which I can understand. I don't think we were wrong to ask. I mean, it wasn't me that asked her, but because I would never run that guild. There's no way in hell. But you know, she was mad that she was asked to sit, and then her husband dropped because, well, it's his wife, so I understand. I don't really hold anything against him for that. But then what happened after the fact was, in the span of about 2 weeks, this husband-wife group had gotten enough people convinced that the GM and the raid leader were wrong, that it basically forced them to drop. So it forced the GM and the raid leader to drop, and as an FU, they gave the GM over to the husband-wife team to say, hey, if you think you can do it, go. And they gave guild ownership and dropped guild and took half the guild with them. So the other half was I'm just like what just happened? My beautiful, awesome guild just blew up. Oh, what the hell, man? So I stayed because I want to raid, and I wasn't hardcore. I'm gonna change over while we switch. And we're going to do a couple quick Void Talon runs on different realms. And okay, so I stayed because I wanted to raid, and I am by no means am I an elite hardcore raider. So, you know, I wasn't really feeling like I could go and apply to other guilds. I was like, well, this is my guild, and yes, we're going through a hard time, but let's just deal with it. Until I don't, she, like the wife, I was having a conversation with her, everything was all good, and then she was giving me sass, right? And I was giving it back to her, and then her husband was like, why are you being like that for? I'm like, why is she being like that with me? And his response is what made me leave the guild. Is, well, we are the GMs of this guild, and we can do what we want. Wow. Okay. So I mean, I wasn't in the guild for that long. I mean, I was in there for like, I guess, a year and a half. So it's not like I was there for like a week, but still, you don't say stuff like that. So at that point, I was like, yeah, this is not my guild anymore. Like, this is not the guild that I'm familiar with and love and all that. So I dropped and found other guilds and bounced around. So I'm always wary. So cause of that, I'm always wary of husband-wife combos or boyfriend-girlfriend combos or boyfriend-boyfriend. I you know, just like where two people are connected because they're going out or married, right? It always, I just, you know, like you have to treat them as one person, and if you don't, you're gonna have problems. You want to drama join an RP guild? Oh man, I can only imagine. Wait, we are not. No, this is okay. We are gonna do a Void Talon search on this character. We're not doing panda bosses on this character. Warlords. I mean, I figure with an RP guild, like the drama would be more involved in the RP stuff, right? And especially if you get duos like that. I've got to get out of here before we use the add-on. Because when you're in your horde base, it thinks that you're like down in the Draenor one, or down in the Alliance ones. We're gonna do all Void Talons. All right, let's see if we can find something for someone. Yeah. I'm actually not feeling too bad right now. The achiness is kind of going away. It's still there, but usually I get like little tweaks and stuff. Okay, Zords, tell me. Okay, have you been in a guild where it blew up because of drum? And if so, can you tell me what happened without using names and referring to people? Because that's not what I don't know. Nope. Very long story. Can you like does it have to be a long story? Right? Was it as long as mine? Or can you be like, well, we had an RP guild and someone wanted to do ERP with someone else's wife, and they said yes, but the husband didn't know. Yeah, I don't know, right? There's a lot going on in the game. Oh, in and out. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't think I ever had anything going on outside of the guild. In any guild that I was in, other than like having an officer meeting and getting into a verbal fight with someone because we don't agree. And I know that I'm completely right and they think that they are completely right. And it just devolves into a yelling match because neither of us want to listen to the other person. It's pretty much one of the reasons I don't speak to your old GM anymore. Yeah. Is it like power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely? Is it like one of those? Listen, I'm gonna quickly go grab a drink. I'll be right back. And then I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go grab a drink because I'm really thirsty on this one. Okay. Sort of. Oh, right, there we go. Sort of with a lot of other RP related. There was one thing that happened in one of my guilds where different husband-wife combo. The wife was she had a short fuse, right? So I can be like that. I don't tolerate a lot of shit, but it's funny, you know. She would say, you know, I don't like drama, but it seems like drama would follow. So one thing happened where, wow, why is my fatigue bar still? That's awesome. I'm over land. Wow, is there like lag? I'm guessing that there's lag. So the husband and wife are having a problem, like a marital issue. And it began to dip into our guild. And the husband left because he was like, listen, I like you all and I don't want to, you know, bring our stuff into the guild. And so he left on his own, and we're like, you know, out of the two, he was the quieter one. And so, you know, we had a talk, and we're like, well, yeah, if we had a choice, we'd keep him over her because he seemed to be less drama than her. In hindsight, we should have done that because from what I know, another person in the guild started having feelings for the wife, and from what we understood and from what I saw in guild chat, it looked like maybe it was just flirting. Okay, so maybe it's just a flirt, and the guy was like, wow, this is like real stuff. And no, it was not real stuff. So when he figured out that no, it's not real stuff, he lost his crap and started sending her stuff at home, like mail at home. So that kind of also played a part into a different guild drama. But on the bright side, though, that guild is still going. It's still going strong. They, from what I understand, they actually do have a GM, which is great, and it's the person that should have been GM but didn't want to be. But I told him a long time ago, dude, you need to be the GM. You already are. But he didn't want it, right? Like, he didn't want the title, right? Because when you have the title, it comes with a certain amount of responsibility, right? Which is why it's funny, like whenever I'm in like an Iron Team, right? Or if we're doing something in the guild right now, like somebody will ask us to make a decision, I refuse to, because I just, you know what, I make enough decisions in my day-to-day life. No, I mean, like, if I feel strongly about something, about, you know, hey, do you want to go do Mythic 15? That's just a great big fat nope. 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 I like our guild. I more than like it. I love our guild. We get a little bit of drama, but honestly, it seems like we've got grown-ups. And, you know, sometimes grown-ups are going to butt heads, and that's okay. It's just how we deal with that. And it seems like for the most part, we're pretty good about it. Right. I want to gift a Void Talon portal to Zortz. Can you make this portal happen? Because Zorts, I would love for you to get this and then go to Raz and be like, hey Raz, look at this mount that I got before you. Yeah, boy. Because I know that he bugs you about one of those mounts, right? I can't remember which one. Is it invisible? Invincible? Oh, the Raven Lord. That's right. I'm sorry. Can you imagine? Be like, you know what is better than the Raven Lord? The Void Talon of the Dark Star. And then you can be like, in your face. I mean, you don't even need to like it. Just as long as it's something that he doesn't have. And just, jump and just jump on it once. Be like, how's that Raven Lord doing for you, buddy? I got the Void Talon. Yeah. We were watching SNL this past weekend, and Adam Sandler was hosting it for the first time, which I thought was ironic because I was like, what? But I mean, like, I know he's been like a cast member, and then he made movies, and he was never invited back to host when he did his own movie. Okay, so apparently it was his first time to host it. And at the end, he actually did a song about Chris Farley, and it made me tear up a little bit because I miss that guy. Miss Chris Farley. I miss John Candy. So I'm not going to give you a spoiler, so don't worry. However, the family and I watched Captain Marvel a week and a half ago. I mean, it's been out for like a month and a half, a month and a bit now. So, if it's over a month, then anyways. But we're not talking about the movie. Before the movie starts, Marvel had a tribute to Stan Lee, and even now, just thinking about it, it's making me like choke up. And watching it was just like, I literally cried. Like, why? Like, we didn't know him as a person. All that we know is he did these comics, right? See, I'm just even thinking about it. This is how I get when I think of the first 10 minutes of Up. That movie where the guy ties all the balloons to his house, right? So the first 10 to the first 13 minutes of it always makes me cry. And it's not even live action. I guess it's like the emotion of what's happened, and it's so bizarre. Like, you just get attached to, like, in emotion. His whole career, he was very interactive with his fans, more so than anyone else in the comics. Yeah. I'm feeling not bad. We're killing time. We did some Pacifist. Sister's dog. Oh We did Pacifist. We got a level with Darkmoon Faire, so we turned in all of our Darkmoon Faire stuff. So with all the Darkmoon Faire and the cooking fishing daily from this day, we got a full level, which is pretty cool. Now we gotta build up our gold again and buy some more Darkmoon Faire stuff again for next time. Yeah, I only had like 3 hours sleep last night. I don't know why. I was really tired and I'm just laying there. So what I try to do now is I try and lay there, and right before I go to sleep, I'll go put on my mask, because I find if I lay down with my mask on, I'm not sleeping. So I've gotta get the mask on just at the right time. I'm pretty sure I did fall asleep for about an hour. And then I woke right back up, and I don't know, something, I was getting mad at the mask, and I caught myself just before I threw it halfway across the freaking room. Like, I was like, God, I gotta get this stupid thing off me, and I luckily I didn't rip it off my face, because if I did, that would have been bad, because those masks are expensive. Like really expensive. We're going to see if we can get another pet so we can sell in the auction house. Yes. Did we get it? Yes, we did. Yay, gold. Yeah, that's nice. It's soulbound, but... pet drone. Put in a cage. Yes. Yeah. About 20,000-ish. Alright. Oh yeah. Oops. We're looking for Void Talon portals. How are you doing, LB? This is unconfirmed. Probably for a reason. Nothing. Then we got Gorgrond. All the way over there. Not great? Oh, well, okay. Oh, okay, rain. I gotcha. I was trying to read that. I was like, what the heck is that? Oh, holy crap. Why? Well, I don't know why. Today, well, we had rain yesterday. No, was it yesterday? No, the day before. But today it's supposed to be a high of plus 20. Like, that's going to be in the 60s or 70s, right? Like, yes, please. What I might actually do is open up all of the, open up the front and back doors and just nap on the couch with everything open. 60 is 15. Okay. So it's gonna be higher. I guess 70. Some or 68 or 669. Here, let's go. Let's see. I would consider sleeping outside, actually. But I don't know if I can feel weird sleeping outside. Convert. What is it? 20 Celsius to Fahrenheit. 68 degrees. Ah, man. Well, let's just change it to 69. Let's It's now 69. I guess 21 is like 69 or something. Or maybe it's like the censors are like, no, can't be 69 because censorship. Cannot be. Do. So I think we're gonna do our bloodthirsty on. We're gonna check in on it on Thursday, because by then we should have a fair chunk of rest XP, like enough to go past a level. Because we're no longer doing rares, we're going to be sitting at Volgard Point, Hold, Fort, Place. Can't remember what it's called. But you know what I mean. In Wrath. We're going to, after this last zone, we're going to go jump on a different RP realm. Wow. So sleepy. Sleepy Stone. We're gonna jump on a different RP realm. And then we'll switch to mount runs. I'm just I don't think I'm in a good spot to do iron. If I were to do iron right now, I think I'd probably lose it. So either mount runs or I don't know. We'll figure it out. So I saw your post saying that we need to get like 14k DPS. So I don't know what the deal is, but when I sim my tune, I should be getting about 18, even as high as 19, like I think it's like 18.8 or something. But I can only get that on like it's more of a spike. I can't get that consistently, right? And then when I go look at the talents that other creators are using at my eye level, it's very similar, right? What do you have the skill level set to? I don't remember. But I was pretty sure I set it to one where there's movement, right? And I don't know, I feel like I am doing something wrong and I don't know what, but everything that I have read and looked into, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. It's just it's not translating over into actual DPS numbers, and I don't think that there's something wrong with the sim or anything like that. I think there's something wrong with how I'm playing it, and I know that there are times where I screw up on the rotation, right? And I'm like, oh crap, I shouldn't have done that. For instance, for DKs, you're not supposed to cap out on your rune power, right? So for me, if I'm going to cast one of my regular hits to blow up the pustules, it gives me 13 rune power, right? So I know that if I'm at 87 or higher, if I'm at 88 or higher, I should actually use rune power first. Right? So, yeah, we were on Earth Ring. One sec. I'm just going to switch to a different one. So at least we can get a little bit of a better chance for people in the stream to grab this. But every once in a while I kind of space out and I hit it again, and you know, I cap out. And it's like, oh god damn it! All right, you sim much higher than I get. Okay. I don't know if you noticed this, but so you know how we have runes and rune power and all that stuff, right? So every once in a while when I fight a boss, I'm not sure what the deal is, but it seems like the action that I use to put pustules onto a boss costs 2 runes. And it's supposed to deliver anywhere between 2 to 4 dots. Okay. However, once in a while, when I use that spell, it actually makes me do the swing, and the global cooldown thing goes, so I see that I've actually done something, but I don't see that I've hit the boss, and my runes are not used, and I've not generated any rune power. So it's like I did something, but I didn't do anything. And that happens every once in a while, and I'm positive that's not a talent and it's not a skill. It's almost like it's a lag bug in WoW. Like it could be similar to saying, yes, if you miss, refund your runes, this and that. But I'm positive we don't have that. And it's every once in a while, and I can't say exactly when it happens because I won't know. Actually, I'm gonna say that I sometimes notice it more when I'm running up to the boss. So for instance, I'm on Mechatork, right? I noticed it a couple times there where I'm running out of the bots, right? And I'm running back to the boss to go and attack it. And I'm pretty good about knowing when I can attack it, like when I can get into range, because as soon as I see that my button is available to use, I'm using it, and I can judge, right? But I wonder if maybe that there is a bug where, yes, the action shows up, but the game still thinks that you're too far away, so you've done something in the client to do an action, so that's why the global cool down goes. However, nothing actually got done, so therefore I haven't used my runes up and all that. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's a movement thing, and in order to get around it, I gotta like get a foot closer, like, or a yard closer. Because I have noticed stuff where buttons will appear as if I can use it, but when I go to use it, like if I don't move and the thing that I'm trying to attack doesn't move, even though the button shows up that I can use it, it still says that the target is too far away. So maybe it's a distance movement thing in WoW, but I didn't think that would just apply to me. And when we're done this Void Talon run and we jump back on my main, I can show you what I mean, because we can go to a training tub, and I can show you that I can just get out of, like, just get into range, and still it will say you're too far away. The demo had some weird bugs before 8.15, like the PTR. Because I usually don't do those at all unless it's something I really want to try. Like, actually, sorry, I did do the 8.2p PTR because Grizz... Oh, the video. Okay. What? No video. No one live. I don't know what you're talking about now. So I'm gonna say, like, I did 8.2. Then they fixed it and we lost. Oh. Okay. Grizz told me about the Hellfire Assault thing, and so I checked it out. I'm like, oh my god, it actually is true. You're on mobile? No video? I see video. And my Twitch stream, like the stream health thing, says that it's okay. Maybe refresh, because I'm also looking for dropped frames and I don't see any dropped frames. Oh, you have video off. Oh, I see. I see. No, I'm a derp. Good morning, Layla. Yeah, dude, you can't do that to me. You can't make me think. Thinking's just not an option right now. Okay. That's funny though. Oh, no video. What do you mean there's no video? Welcome back, Sorts. Yeah. This one's our alliance character on an RP realm. Hopefully we can find one for someone. I still want to give it to Zorts, so that Zorts can be like, in your face! In your face, Raz! I feel like I need to help Zorts get something to lord over Raz. This is how we help each other. This is how we help our friends. So I got an email. So it's just needs the model because he can't manage to win over the Raven Lord. Wow. And she had the winky face. I mean, Zorts, I can go run in there right now. Like, will that mount drop again if you already have it? Like, I think so, right? Like, it should, as far as I know. Love you, Zarts. That's how I read that line. Love you, Zarts. And Zorts is like, I don't know why I keep opening my bags up. I just do. I love opening up my bags. Right. Nope, we're actually not going to do that one because that's just an unconfirmed one. We'll get it on the way back. We'll go do this one first, and then we'll hit up to Frostfire.
And then we'll finish up at Gorgrond. And then we'll switch over to our main. And do some mount runs. Do some real mount runs.
I was thinking about running, which one is it? Sethic Halls? That has the Raven Lord. I was just like, hey, you know what would be funny is if I ran the dungeon and it dropped for me, and the Zords would be like, well, I'm piecing out. F you, Stone. Fuck you. FAQ-U. Stone. On heroic? Okay. Alright, let's go. One thing I wish that Handy Notes, well, it's not really that, it's more TomTom. I wish TomTom could let you plug your waypoints in order so that you go to them in the order that you add them. Because when you get to a waypoint, it picks the next closest one, which is not necessarily the best one to do. Just in terms of being efficient, for the most part, it usually is okay, but in some cases it's not, and especially in Warcraft where you don't have flying at times, it definitely is not the best way to go, because sometimes you got to go left, down, left again, right, up, left, down in order to get to this place over to the right. Had the Drake from Stonecore drop over the weekend. Ooh. Oh, I'm leveling your Cultirian. I was able to give it to a part. Oh, cool. So were you able to trade it to them in the game, or did you have to put in a ticket? Because that would be cool. Because then that means that even if it dropped for me, I could still trade it to you, even if it was through a ticket, right? For your Blazing Drake. We need to start the descent. Have the same loot text as my gear. Oh, just open trade within 2 hours. Oh, okay, cool. Wonder if that is the same for like raid mounts. Okay, cool. That is definitely good to know. Alright, this is an unconfirmed spot. If it was there, we should see it by now. But I'm lazy and I don't want to right click the stupid arrow off, so we just go in here. Make sure it doesn't appear right as we leave, because I'm always afraid of that happening. I have FOMO, okay? So, and I hate it, and when I see other people with it, it drives me crazy, because I know that I have it and I loathe it, even in myself. So the whole looking back thing is a piece of FOMO too, where it's like, oh, I made a decision to leave. Is that the right one? I might be missing out. No. Make your decision, move on. Yeah. And we already got the log roller thing, so all the toys out here we don't need. Actually, there's nothing in... So, sorry, I should say nothing. The only things in Warlord that we really need are the Mythic Archimond mount, so Mythic Hellfire, and Mythic Blackrock Foundry. And then that's it. You know what we might actually do? We might actually do a Blackrock Foundry run on this character, because we are working on the shortcut for it. This will be week 2. And the eye level on this character, yeah, we'll go through stuff pretty quickly. There's one boss that sometimes resets, is the Hans and Franzgar one. Sometimes it resets if you don't kill them quick enough, and you get into a phase where all the presses come and crush you and stuff. But if you get kind of in between one of them, the boss can't get to you, and so it resets. So I like to try to kill them as fast as I can before we get to that phase, as much as possible. Smoky. I feel like we're not gonna get the portal for anybody today. I can't wait till June. Well, I mean, 8.2 should be coming out relatively soon. Right? Because we'll get Hellfire Assault. We'll be able to go work on the shortcut for all my other mount run tunes. I'm just really curious if they nerfed Velhari, because Velhari, even on a level 120 character, I think the character had like 330, maybe 340 eye level gear. Could not beat her. Alright, and we'll go. Nah, we're not gonna do the. What? Oh. No, let's. Okay, what we're gonna do is that we are gonna go do Blackrock Foundry. I think. And we'll work on the shortcut. Then when we're done, we'll Hearth, finish up those Void Talon zones, and we'll switch over to my main, and we'll do the Death Knight bug test thing. And show you this bug or issue that I'm running into. Okay. And I kill these just for giggles. I know we don't have to kill this man. Let's get him the hell out of the way. Run. Run faster, harder, quicker. Ah. Loot. Loot. Wonderful, wonderful loot. Can I run through these guys? Nope. Yeah. No loot. The hell, yo? Bring them all together. Yes, oh, he's got the insatiable hunger. Oh my god. Well, I just satiated them. Sated them? I sated them? Or no, they've been sated. So yeah, I think I could say I've sated them. What is the action of? I feel like Stone keeps doing these portal runs just so he realizes how lucky he got. I mean, I know I was lucky. I know 100% I was really lucky when I got it. But I still want to try to share that. I feel like I am pretty lucky on my mount runs. So I would really like to share that, because there's some mounts that people really want, and I would like for them to have them. And the only thing I can really do is try to share my luck with them, because I can't really go farm it and then trade it, right? I mean, if you could sell mounts, oh my god! If you could sell those mounts, make a fortune. But there's some I would give away for free. Like, I would give the Blazing Drink away for free for sure. No loot. I would give away the Raven Lord for free. I would give the Void Talon for free to people that I knew. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, I did it wrong. Pew. Casting Inferno Slice. I remember when that was a thing, and on my death night, it's like, oh, you can just AMS through it. Ah, sweet. So I could take like an extra slice. Do. Right, run. This next boss is about the only boss I really hate in this whole raid. The rest are okay. I don't know if there's any that I love, but I know that this one I don't like it at all. I don't like ad fights, and this is just a constant ad fight. I mean, yes, you get a guy at the end that you need to kill, but ugh, it's terrible. Terrible. Sounds like 50s UFO music. Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, it sounds like aliens. Let me just get out here. It is Miss of Pandaria. Go ask the river. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you can solo this, because if not, I'd be really cheesed. Because, hey, look, another raid that you can't solo, like Hellfire Assault. But, well, no, they fixed it. So, you know. And I know people have such a hard time with Spine, and I don't understand why. I feel like Spine is not that big of a deal. And when you go solo, even too, I feel like it's really not that big of a deal, because yeah, we lost some bombs there. Because when you're doing Spine, you get an extra 4 seconds. Correct. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you have to move side to side. That's all. That's all it is. Just keep going side to side. Not a big deal. I don't know. It must be springtime. All the kids have their cars out. And I am intentionally not getting my pet to attack them because I want them over here, and I don't want them dying as soon as they land. Come on. He is on defensive. This is a pretty defensive bear. What do you mean I've got claws on my side? You have claws on your face. Defensive bear. Oh crap. Oh, alright, let's see if we can make it there in time before the bomb goes off. I don't think we're gonna be able. Nope. Not enough time. Hold on. I'm so glad that they make the big guys despawn, because can you imagine having these things just laying there throughout the whole fight? Oh my god. It would be terrible. There's just a big pile of them. And you're like, well, where's the bombs to click? I can't click. Can't see them. They're in the body. Come on. Come on. Wee. Oh, no, that was too far. No, I wasted them. I was stupid with that one. I mean, I could have clicked and then moved, but I was just being over eager with that last one. Because I have the extra action button bound to my mouse wheel down. I don't like you can't see it. But it's there. There we go. That's better. And we wait some more. Come on. Come on, furnace engineer. No. I'm gonna lose this. What the hell's going on? Why can't I? There we go. That was weird. So I would mouse over the bomb bag, and it would be gray. And it was like right beside it. Anyways, one more. Unless we space out and let them heal the thing up. Come to Butthead. Pew. 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 Get it under control. The Fury! Warlord, we have it under control. Do you have zoom in and out bound? Yes, I do. I have it bound to Alt, mouse wheel up and down. My shift, mouse wheel up and down. Typically, my shift down is always my mounting. Mount up. My shift mouse wheel up. Usually a speed boost of some kind, and if I don't have that on that character, then I'll make it like another mount or something. But my mouse wheel up and down on a pet class will always be my pet attack and pet follow. And so yeah, I had to move my camera zooming stuff because I was using it for my pet stuff. Yeah. Come on, Sharon Stone. My character's name here is Sharon Stone. And my pet bear here, his name is Douglas. I actually have another pet. It's a cat. It's called Instinct. It's, you know, Basic Instinct, Michael Douglas. So, and I think I would like to get another like ice kind of pet, or like a winter pet, and call it Ice Pick. Or something like that. Never use modifiers with mouse wheel. So with the modifiers for mouse wheel, you can't see, but I have, like, if you picture, if like you can just barely see my bars here, right? Actually, so my mouse wheel up is this, my mouse wheel down is that, so I know that anything I drag on there, as soon as I do the mouse wheel up and down, it will use. And then my shift mouse wheel up is right beside it, my shift mouse wheel down is right beside it as well. Although, yeah, you can't see it because you don't have video, so, well, you can just imagine. I haven't used control mouse wheel yet, and I don't know if I want to. We can put this guy back on assist. Kill him! Kill the Beast Lord. Mounting soon. Oh, he's running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Okay, dude, you have no health. There we go. I wonder if there's like a widget that lets you connect your Spotify. There must be, to show what song you're playing and who it's by and what album it's from, because I think that would be pretty cool to show which Warcraft song I'm playing or music I'm playing. Atta boy, Douglas. Good job. This guy. And you know what? We're gonna go. Can we? Yes, we can. Douglas, you go and attack that guy. Oh, for crying out loud. What? Oh, so Douglas did his job, but then he came back and he's like, see these other guys over here? No. I'm just gonna let him throw bombs at you, man. Right, and then we do the turrets. This is Grunt's place in the Taverns of Azeroth World of Warcraft album. Oh, can I shoot him from down here? Oh, sweet. Let's go. On, faster, harder! What? Get in there, Dougie. Wow. Is it like lag or what? Because, he got hit by the train. How ironic is that? Will he spawn down there with me, or am I gonna have to resummon him? Yay! Loot. Just give me the loot. I need to get them before they enrage, because when they all enrage on each other, it's like, that's bad news. Wow, he was giving me the finger, but he was gonna give me the hook. He was like, hook you. Right. What bloodshed. Beautiful. Sorka, this isn't a game. Get down here. Oh, I'm coming. This looks fun. Okay, yeah, but we gotta kill her first. Because she does whirlwind stuff and it's stupid. I don't. It creates little mini tornadoes. Oh, I am drunk again. Holy crap. What the hell? Oh, there's one tornado. Okay, is it over? I think it's over. It's like just out of the blue. So I was thinking I need to eat, and usually when I need to eat, I get the hiccups. It's, I don't know, it's just how my body does it. It's like, hey, you know that feeling down there? You know, you need to eat? Well, yeah. See, I can't even like pretend. And it then it'll just stop. You're like, okay, now that you know. It's funny. It just happens. Hiccups. Good old hiccups. So why is there a clip? My son would get the hiccups all the time before he was born. It was the absolute weirdest thing. Oh man. Oh, so you'd okay. Yeah, and then so you can feel like a boop. Yeah. Yeah. I think Carrie had that with Owen, with my youngest. I don't think with William. Man. Now I feel like John when I'm doing this. I'm like, because that's what he does. It's not moving. He makes these little teeny tiny little grunt sounds. Like, John, what are you doing? It's not moving. Or I can't get around this thing. John. Bless his heart. Stay back here. Ow. Get in there, Dougie! Dougie. Can I add one more? Yeah. Yay. So there's a stage where the plates just are down and they don't go back up. That's the part that can bug out. Yeah, I think one of the weird... It was funny when Carrie was pregnant with with our first feeling him kick, like just you can see her stomach like move, and it's like, oh my, like there is something in there. Like they're lit, like it like, okay, obviously I know that there's something in there, but to see that, it's like, wow, like damn, there is something in there. Oh boy. Yeah, you can attack me all you want, buddy. No problem, Billy. Because then, if I don't have the achievement already, I'm going to be adding you to my base. Nope, I already have the achievement on this guy. No problem. Alright, second last boss. We split the uprights. Yes, we did. It's good. Hi. Wrath of the Lich King. It's the main sequence. The main screen cinema sequence thing. Main theme. Whatever. You know what the hell I mean. Don't make me have to correct myself, because you know what I mean. Listen to what I say. Wait, no. Listen to what I mean, not what I say. God damn it. See? See? Yeah, see? Did you hear that? See? Telling you, plain neurotic. Going. I am already there, I feel. I wonder how Moon is doing with her fishing. Because I know she posted that she had like 12,000 casts or something. It's like, oh my god. 12,500 casts? See. Uh-oh. Here we go. Albie's gonna type something. He's typing something out there. What's it gonna be? Is he gonna say silly? Is he gonna be like sick? What? What? What the hell, man? Get out of here. Fine, you too? Okay, fine. Fine, y'all wanna die? Alright, y'all dead now? Jackasses. Spinning blade underneath you. Oh, sweet. Wow, that's fortunate. Fortunate. Okay, after this, we're gonna Garrison Hearth. We'll quickly check those Void Talon portals down on Darkmoon, although those ones usually have somebody camping. Because they're all fairly close by. Then we'll switch over to the main and finish up with some... we're going to do one test with our character on a test dummy. And then we'll do the rest of our panda bosses that I still need to do before the lockout. This week, so the last 2 weeks I was able to do all my panda bosses on every tune that I could do it on. I think there was about 11 of them. And, oh, right, okay. I'm used to him fighting me. But this week I only got my main done, and that was pretty much it. Oh, hello. I like having a pet class that can tank. This is awesome. I hope Elby didn't get like bit by a dog or something. And no mount. It's okay though. It's okay. All right, let's go Garrison Hearth. It's okay. We got gold, right, in the gear, and we got some. I think we got a couple appearances that we didn't have already, and we got further on our mythic shortcut. So it's not a total loss. Although running Siege of Orgrimmar over and over again, it was hard to tell myself, hey, look, you got gold. 14 bosses, doesn't have a skip. Give me a break. Give me a break. So I think when I think about Battle of Dazar Allure, doing it on like a character that's like level 140 or even level 130, right? But higher geared. If you think of the bosses, I don't know if there's going to be any that are. I think the only one that they'll have to kind of tweak is the blockade boss, right? Because that one usually have 2 groups, and you're going to have to kill one of the blockade people before they begin to channel, or you're going to need to be able to click on the thing to be able to swap back and forth to be able to kick it and knock the channel off. And I don't think they would modify it to do that on solo. I think instead they may just be like, well, just go kill it on one, and you probably couldn't even do it until like you're level 140 and then crush them. But I don't think there's any other boss that would give it. Maybe the monk and the mage, right? Because it takes the it pops people up into the other phase, and I kind of have a feeling that when you're up into that other phase, it's going to despawn the bosses. So they'll probably have to fix that, where you don't get bumped up into that phase. But Grong shouldn't be a big problem. Maybe Rastakhan might have a problem. Opulence I don't think is going to be an issue, because by that point you should be able just to go straight through and go and crush them. So you don't need to go split the groups, right? Alright, nothing. So we're going to Hearth, and then we'll switch over to our main. So Rastakhan, where you have Rastakhan down in the other zone, or down in the other phase, right? And then you have... Sorry, not Rastakhan, but Bwansamdi's down in the nether phase, or the death phase, and then Rastakhan is up and about with the ads. I think they're going to have to figure something out there where you can do it on solo, like maybe... because I would be worried that it's going to despawn the boss, right? So they'll probably have to make it where it won't despawn the boss, and it'll just be sitting up there and waiting. But yeah, I was thinking that maybe the raid didn't need a whole lot of tweaks, but I think it will. Mechatork, I don't think would need a lot of tweaks, because you don't necessarily have to go in the bots. Just go and kill the boss. Well, yeah, when you get shrunk, but the shrinking wears off, right? So it's just a matter of sitting around and waiting, right? Because I know that you couldn't. Well, I mean, you could go into the bot and jump back out, right? So that's an option. And if you're level 130 and well geared, then jumping in the bot and coming back out shouldn't be a big deal. All right. We're gonna go to. I'm gonna show LB what I'm talking about, even though he can't see. Oh, you think that would respawn him? Oh. That'd be interesting. Yeah. No. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, maybe. So originally, I was thinking that there wouldn't be a whole lot of tweaks needed for that whole raid, but no, I'm wrong. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, we are targeting the raiders training dummy. I'm gonna take off my overlay for a sec. Okay. So you can see this button right here is okay. No, actually, no. Let's do this one. R is in range. Ooh, why is it? Oh, I see. So R is in range. We're gonna back up until he's out of range. Okay, so I'm out of range. And we're gonna walk forward. Okay. Oh, I can hit him. Son of a bitch. Okay, well, never mind. We're gonna RP walk everywhere. No. Never mind. It's not working the way that. So usually what happens is that I can just get into range, and if I go click that button, it says it's out of range. So I was thinking maybe that's what the problem was with that bug. Because when you go look at my spellbook, right? Anti-magic, these are all actives, right? So let's look up passives. Dread Blade increases damage, Pale, that's faster, mount speed, increase my rune rate, Death Coil, health, whenever I kill an enemy with Death Strike, and Frenzy's a talent that I actually have to use. So there's nothing that would refund me 2 runes. If I were to miss or something, it doesn't. There's nothing. We're going to Pandaland. Yes, we're going to Pandaland. We need everyone except Galleon. For crying out loud, Stone. What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you, Stone? Wow, that guy's in the guild called Still Alive. Yeah. Oi. Madonna mia. Alright, so don't care about Galleon. We are going straight up to the Shaw of Anger. Let's do this. If you notice that everywhere that you want to go that's in a straight line, there's always some crap that's in the way. Like here, look. If you look at the air, if you fall, like it's not directly at that peak, but man, I mean it's good level design, so it makes it feel like a real place. Right, because the real world, things are not as easy as just going from A to B. So go around a little bit. So I always try to find the most efficient path to get to where I want to go. And sometimes when that route is blocked by something really tall, then I start to have to think, well, how far up the mountain do I have to go in order for it to be still efficient? Because I also have to think that even though I'm going up, I also need to go around, which also adds time. Stop looking at your bag, Stone. I kind of want pizza again. Oh, so there's stuff called Brio, and I told Swartz about this. So it's like a cola. If you go look this up online, BRIO. It is a cola. It's not Coke though. It's completely different. But it looks like it could be Coke. It does not taste anything like Coke. It tastes terrible until you get used to it, and then you're like, oh my god, it's the best, which is my problem with it. So the pizza guy, like the local store, carries it, and it's hard to find it in cases. Like you just can't find it in cases because they just don't sell it like that now. So whenever I buy pizza, sometimes I order 4 cans of Brio. So the pizza guy said to me, he's never met anybody that likes it because it's not really a North American kind of drink. I mean, it's a North American version of a Italian drink. And I'm like, oh man, I loved it. I had it once as a kid, and I was like, that's disgusting. But then I don't know. All of a sudden, I was like, I love it. And he's like, okay, well, next time that you order it, I'll make sure I bring in an extra can or 2. I'm like, holy jeez. Thank you, but I mean, you don't have to do that, but thank you. Right, is it this one? Yes. Boy. There's nothing to attack. I need a target. I don't have a target. And now we wait. Now we wait. This is the only part I don't like about doing these boss runs. It's like the waiting isn't that bad. On this boss, I don't like that it's a variable time. I'd prefer it. I'd rather, like, why not just make everything like a 15-minute spawn timer. But doing mount runs on stream, I find I like it, and I think some people do, but the ones where you're sitting here and waiting, right? It's, you know, what the oh, that animate, oh, there we go. Let's say that was that animation really bugged out, or did they do that on purpose and then it just fixed itself? Which I also need that mount. I don't have it. I have 414 tickets because I don't usually bother with Darkmoon Faire. And then the times where I want to, the Darkmoon Faire is not up. I kind of have to be in the right mood for it. Anyways, for mount runs, there's not... I mean, there are some that I could do that are just more than sitting around and waiting, but these are the oldest boss mounts that I don't have. I have everything beyond or earlier than this. There is one Cataclysm mount I don't have, but it's from Arky, and it's the Tolvir battles Carab that you get off of doing Tolvir solves. So what I do is that I'll do 5 solves in a current zone so I can work towards achievements, and then turn them in for the Tolvir solves, and then hopefully I can get it to proc. But so far no luck, but it doesn't come off of a boss, right? So I don't really count it as like a boss mount. So it's nothing I can kill over and over again to see if the damn thing will drop. So these are my oldest that I don't have. I went to the local comic shop on Saturday because it was free comic book day. I was talking with the guy that owns the place, and I'm like, hey, do you happen to have any of the old World of Warcraft like cards, but like boxed up still, like you have in
open them up? And he's like, yeah. Oh no. I'm like, oh. He's like, well, I have loot cards though. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I've got the woolly rhino. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, if you come in like later this week, I'll let you have a look at them and I'll give you a good deal. I'm like, no, that's, listen. I mean, if he would sell them to me for like $20 each, sure, absolutely. Because when you go look at these things online, oh my god, it's like $1,000. It's crazy. But what I'm trying to do is, because I've heard people that have been able to find like a case of these card packs that have never been touched, and people don't really understand the value of the cards that are still inside them. Like, I'm trying to buy the box for like $35 and then hopefully have a chance to get the freaking mount, right? Or get a mount. And if I have more than one, well, oh my goodness, I can sell it. But I mean, honestly, I'm more getting the mounts because I want them for me. I really want that chicken mount. Running around in World of Warcraft on a freaking giant chicken, I think to me would be the best thing ever. I want that thing so bad, but it's like $1,000 online. And even then, I don't know if I trust them to be like, hey, here's the code that no one's used, and then I pay, and yeah, the code's been used, and then I have to, fight to get a refund, right? Like, I'd have to go through PayPal and all that. Oh man, I don't want to do that. The song is the Dark Titan, or just Dark Titan. Come on, Shaw. The Shaw of anger is taking his sweet time, and he's making me angry because he's taking so long. Come on. No, you're not going to do it. Because usually when I complain about it, it will spawn. But this could be up to 20 minutes. Well, it can't be 20 minutes because when we arrived here, it was already gone. So it's going to be less than 20 minutes for sure. That, at least we can guarantee that it's less than 20 minutes. Other Taverns of Azeroth from the Slaughtered Lamb. How can you tell? Nope. They fixed that a little while ago. I think in Legion, where he only spawns at this spawn point now, because people were complaining like you don't know what spawn point he's gonna be at, and then by the time you get there, he's already dead, right? Like, you need to be lucky to get to the spawn point, and so a lot of people were pissed off, and so Blizzard changed it. Yeah, I thank God they changed it to this. And honestly, the only thing they need to really change is Nalak, where Nalak doesn't have the damage protection thing, where if you go hit these bosses, it doesn't really hurt them, but it lets you get a tag. With Nalak, no, man, he does not have that. Never wasted time because didn't know. Yeah, I know it was in Legion. I don't know what patch it was though. Wow, that guy's guild is Face Punch. Okay.
In all caps, too. Come on. Yeah, I like there was a so what I would do before is as I was doing my panda boss mounts, I would kind of sit in the air, kind of over there, and I do a /who, and if there's lots of people in the zone, I just wouldn't even bother. I would wait for him to spawn once, and if I could get to him in time, great. If not, I would move on. And then after Nalak, I would do one more attempt on him, and if I couldn't get to him, then I'm done. So there's quite a few times where I didn't bother because I got kind of tired of not being able to tag the damn thing. And then there's times where it's like I just get there as he dies and I couldn't tag him. It's like, are you kidding me? Like, just a little bit away. Eye of Eternity. This one actually, I think doesn't this one play in the Nexus raid? Not raid, the 5-person dungeon, right? No, maybe not. There's one song that plays in there when you are going to the wing, I guess, where the portals are spawning, and you have to, and the boss there is like the great big portal guy. I like the music in there. It's pretty cool. I was like, ooh, I love this place. Oh, excuse me. And then every once in a while, when I still run a random, I sometimes get the Nexus, the other one, the one that everyone would quit. Because you have to fly around on the dragon mounts, and people don't understand that because it's not really right in front of their faces, right? And then they don't understand that they need to go to certain platforms, and there's like a pattern. And if you know it, it's a fairly quick run. If you don't know it, and if you have like an important person that doesn't know it, then it takes a long time. Oculus. Thank you, Timer. Yes. Also, good morning, Timer. Oculus. The other Nexus one. Mm-hmm. Come on. Making me angry, Shaw. Oh, excuse me. I feel like I either want some Lipton soup. I need something salty in my mouth. Yep. Need something salty. So Lipton soup. I can do Campbell's vegetable soup, but I can't do Campbell's chicken soup. The noodles are just I just can't do it. But Lipton soup, what did I do is that we actually add in extra stuff. So we add in extra noodles from like a little pasta bag, but they're look like these little dots or little shapes and stuff. So it takes a little bit longer to cook, but there's more stuff in it. Then I crumble up crackers. Actually, I don't do that first. Wait. So when the soup is done, I cut up mozzarella cheese to like these little cubes, and I have like maybe about a handful of them, and I put them into the soup to Yeah, so if you went out to yeah, because you're on an RP realm, so I'm not on an RP realm. So I do like doing mount runs on my RP characters because, or my RP realm tunes because, man, the bosses were just sitting there like, can somebody gonna come kill me now? Like, I've been sitting here for a while. And then there's these ones out here are like, I need a break. Oh, I'm sorry. So I cut up some mozzarella cheese. You would say like I cut the cheese. I put that in the soup and I let it melt. Oh, here we go. And then I take some premium plus unsalted crackers because there's going to be a lot of salt already in the soup. And I crumble those all up so it makes like a layer on top. Oh man, it's so good. It's just, that's how I eat my soup. Well, specifically, that's how I eat my Lipton chicken noodle soup. 415 attempts, that's surprising. Had to... Oh, back when it was current. Yeah. I'm definitely not that high. We'll see. I'm at 255. And bonus roll, gold, 256. No, 226. So... Alright. I'm gonna do... Dasta. Was that an advertisement? I mean, if Lipton wants to sponsor, I would take it. I would absolutely. My grandfather and grandmother would eat it like that. And that's where I got that from. My mom hates it like that. She does not like crackers in her soup. And I'm like, oh, okay. But she likes cheese. It's got to be mozzarella cheese. We have never tried cheddar, and I'm just kind of like, like I know what cheddar tastes like, but I'm not so sure I want to eat it as it's melty. I think mozzarella is a much better cheese when it's melty in soup, or Parmesan, but not the legit good kind of Parmesan, which is funny. The the craft, like it's already in like these little, it's like a powder, right? So I like both. You could do it. If you don't like crackers in your soup, that's okay. I'm not going to judge you. You would have to get your sons involved for it to be a nice, wholesome family commercial. I guess we're going to have to use a goblin bladder. Let's hope it doesn't spawn like as we're... I should have waited a little bit more before I pop the glider. You teaching your sons how you eat your soup and telling them... I should make a video of that. I should resurrect my James Can Cook videos. I'm sure that they exist somewhere on a tape somewhere, but it's a beta tape. So good luck with that. I think we might have even thrown it away. James Can Cook. I made 3 videos. Used to have the cheap grocery store ramen just as an excuse to eat saltines. Are saltines the premium plus crackers? Is that right? Or is it different? Because maybe I haven't had saltines before. I need a target. I don't have a target. feel like if I were to make a video like that, it would be so cheesy, then people would just rip me apart, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. I feel like we might have missed this boss. There's not a whole lot of people over here. So one of the issues with making soup is that I usually have to get carried to make it now, because sometimes the soup pot is a little bit too heavy for me to... Nothing from Odessa. Oh, only 66 attempts. I think I'm at... Oh, so-and-so is saying 1 minute. Really? Alright. I'm at 201. Looks like I'm going to have to buy tokens soon, or coins. I think this is the only character... Like, I've got tokens on some other characters, but I can't buy anymore. I've already bought everything. So, but on this one, I think I can't. I think I do have enough. Oh, sweet. Well, 30 seconds. We'll see if that's true. I need a target. Don't have a target. Out of all the missed world bosses here, I would like to get dropped first, or get first, is Nalak. Not for the appearance. I'd actually prefer the Shaw of Anger one. But more for the convenience to not have to go back out to Isle of Thunder. Alright, and nope. That's a great big fat nope for me, sir. Oh, this dude just missed it. Oh, so sorry, dude. I know how that feels. Alright, off to Nalak. Nalak? Nalak? I don't know how else to pronounce it. Nalak. Naluk? Did I? Oh yeah, okay. And what? What? Is there like lag or what? Okay, that's strange. Azeroth's last hope is Sylvanas, right? So here, you can either split the buildings and go over the top, or you can go around. And I'm always trying to find, well, what's the most efficient route? I think it's like just above this little outcropping. I think if you just crest that, I think that's the most efficient route. But I'd have to time it, and no, who's got time for that crap? Who's got time for that crap? Not me. So we will do Nalak, then we'll go to Rukmar, and I think we're going to call it there. Rukmar, even if we get lucky on the spawn timers, I think we'll call it there. So 2 more bosses. For sure, well, I did the schedule up again, and yeah, we should be back on Thursday, Friday. I'm thinking of, because I'm doing a mix of Iron Man, well, not necessarily just Iron Man, but I lump it all into one thing. Iron and mount runs and stuff. I was thinking of streaming on my personal channel and just keeping the WoW challenges for the podcast, or keeping it to auto host, right? So from what I understand, we can do teams, but I haven't looked into it because I would like to get teams in Twitch. I mean, but like I don't know what the difference is between doing a team and doing auto hosting, because honestly, I don't see that much of a difference. I mean, besides saying you want to auto host your team members first, that's about the only thing I could think of. But I think this week we'll continue on here, but there is a chance that I'm going to be switching back over. So kind of like what Seraphis has done, where he's just more streaming on his own thing, and he's not streaming on the Sundering. So I would still host here, or I would auto host here if we were doing challenge stuff. Well, even if we weren't doing challenge stuff, because of things and stuff. Zortz kind of knows what's going on, so it's possible. I've always felt, okay, see, streaming on here is like a double-edged sword for me. I feel odd streaming on here when I'm not always doing iron stuff, right? However, we do host people that do support the site that may not necessarily be doing iron stuff, and every once in a while when we see somebody playing like a different game, that's fine. But if we see another person doing iron, well, then we'll just switch to hosting, which is, I think, fair. However, you know, I kind of feel like me streaming on here is like, you know, I own it. Well, I do actually own the website. I you know, but I kind of want it to be a little bit less about me overall, like me being the only one that streams directly through it. So I am not an affiliate on the other account, which means that I would actually be able just to upload it to YouTube if I wanted to. I don't have a 24-hour restriction, which is the thing too, which means there's no emotes. So I don't know if I could do I don't know if I could transfer the emotes over either. Which is another thing I have an issue with, is that, you know, we've put in a lot of time on this channel to promote the website, right? Which I want to do. But if we were to switch over, I don't know if that's fair. But overall, I'm gonna do, like, I guess what's good for me and the website, I guess, like in the long term. So, well, you can just sit here like that and wait for it to spawn. There's nobody here, so I wonder if he just left. No bit. No, I'm not worried about that. So the other thing I'm kind of worried about too is that the WoW Challenges YouTube channel has a lot of my personal stuff on it too, which in hindsight probably wasn't the best thing to do, and you cannot transfer videos between accounts, so you either delete it and re-upload it, or you just leave it, right? So I don't know if it's something that's going to happen anytime now, or anytime soon, but it's something that I'm thinking about. Because then, I mean, overall, one, if something happens, it means there's less of an issue separating me from this, right? So I'm all about the future and mitigating what if, right? And number two is that, you know, like I said, I feel sometimes a little strange
streaming mount runs on like a challenge website kind of thing. I mean, it is a challenge to get all the mounts, right? But we do auto host other people playing other games, so at least we're still playing Warcraft, right? Like my interests are very diverse. And sometimes I feel like it's not appropriate to be streaming this stuff, but I want to. And then if I go switch over to my other channel, like to my personal one, which I haven't used in like a year and a half, I don't know. Then it's like I feel like I'm moonlighting, right? When I feel like my focus should be on this site. I don't know. I mean, overall, I'm like I said, I'm gonna do what's best for me and the site in the long term. But I mean, in the short term, like at least this week and probably next, and maybe even I don't know. I might just end up not doing it, and I mean, it's not broken, right? So why fix it? Just there are other things going on that is kind of forcing my hand. So it's trying to mitigate all the issues that could possibly happen. Like for instance, what happens if something happens and what? Let me ask you guys. Come on, guys. What now, just stay there with me. What happens if something happens? Oh my god. I'm more concerned about but then you have to stream raids. Yes. And I could stream raids. I feel like I can't. I feel like one of the reasons why I can't stream raids, honestly, it's not just family stuff. Is more because our raids are very adult. Okay, and yes, the channel doesn't have a clean tag. Yes, I'm swearing here every once in a while, but sometimes we go over the line. And for us, we are all good, but I think if somebody were just to pop in and be like, "What the heck is this?" Right? My overall goal for the website is just to get like a freaking, like get anything, something in the game. Listen, doesn't even have to be a feat of strength. It could be an NPC called the Iron Challenger. That he's just decked out in crappy gear, off in some place. That's it. Fine. At least there's a nod to all the work that everybody has done here, like, and all the deaths. I just all the tears, all the curling up and crying in the closet because of DCs or bugged mobs or accidentally flying into places that you're not supposed to be, flying too low, flying too high, all kinds of drowning, right? Just a nod, right? I think a feat of strength can be done, but they need to maintain it, and I think that might be the issue. It might be a issue for them to do it, but I think an NPC, like just not even named after anyone, right? Just call them the Iron Challenger. Have two of them, a guy and a girl. There you go. And have I don't know. Have the guild tag Iron Challengers, and make up some names. Who cares? Yeah. Because I always kind of feel like, I know it's Iron Man, but I want to be more inclusive if we can. I'm not going to like remove the name, but whenever I refer to Iron, I like whenever I refer to Iron Man, I always do Iron. We did do Green Man, and I know we did do Tin Man because it was an offshoot of Iron Man, but whenever I refer to them, it's usually Tin and Green. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it can be for some people. And I drive myself crazy trying to keep everybody happy, but then I make myself nuts. Like right now, I don't have Discord on. It's just not on. Because we've been getting quite the influx of people. Sometimes just need to read the FAQ. And sometimes it's not in there and I go at it. Yeah. Sometimes they ask a question that is like, well, it's not in the FAQ because it's really not a frequently asked question. It's not really in the rules. Right? Even you can't make everyone happy. Well, I mean, I'm not trying to make everyone happy. I just want people to play, not be derps, have some fun in WoW, and spend an hour or two of their day and enjoy themselves instead of having to worry about this crappy world that we live in. I'm very cynical about the world, if you couldn't tell. I was never like this before. And I don't, and I think I feel kind of betrayed by my political party when they... Yep, I can't drink anymore either. So when they decided to silence scientists, basically they said, yeah, if you're gonna release a research paper on global warming, it must be approved by the government. Fuck that. I don't think so. I don't think so. That is ridiculous. Science is beyond governments and everything. It's supposed to be fact. You try to get it as factual as you can, and if people can disprove it with facts, that's why it's science. It's funny. Science is almost like a religion to me. Anyways, I just want people to have fun. And I want the people that are doing well in this to get the credit that they deserve. Because a lot of people play this, and before, I mean, you are leaking north? No, this is before you guys did your stuff. Our guy was Harper. I actually didn't mind his stuff, and until he did that by itself was just, you know, oh, yay. I feel very strongly about that. And all right, so last one, we'll go to our garrison and we'll go to Rukmar. Let's see how that goes. So here's the other thing about the channel too, is that I kind of feel like sometimes, you know, I probably should keep my opinions to myself. Just, you know, I mean, political stuff is probably not the best thing to be talking about on the official stream, right? Because I mean, like, if people were to start doing that in our Discord channel, well, we'd shut that crap down quick, right? So why is this any different? Why am I any different? So, oh yeah, these were new appearances.
So if I was on my channel, well, then I can talk about how I don't like, Trump and Harper, and I don't like, how we do X, Y, Z, and we should vote in this and that. But I just broke the rules right here. Just broke the rules again. So that's another thing that I consider with not streaming on the official channel. But I consider all of you guys too, because especially you, LB, you're like tier 3 supporter, right? And I definitely appreciate the support. But I feel like if I were to say I'm not streaming on this channel anymore, and then I go to my own, it's just I feel like I'd be letting people down that are supporting the site through this. So I don't. I think it would be cool if we can get the team thing to work. If I know that we can give out the stream key, but only Lita has that, and no one else does. And I'm kind of, I need to really make sure that we know what we're going to do before we give that out. I mean, I know that we can reset that if we want, but I think I'd want to have a plan going forward. All right, so this will be the last boss whenever it decides to go. Oh man, just tag this bird. So this person's away, so they've been sitting there for at least 5 minutes, unless they actually did /AFK. So Rookmar should be here less than 10 minutes, right? Hopefully it will be like 2 minutes. That would be great. I mean, emotes work in other channels? Oh, they do? Really? Oh, yeah. See, I'm confusing with Discord, where emotes don't work across servers unless you have Turbo or whatever it's called, or Dynamo or Prime or whatever, I don't know, whatever their thing is, right? Like, I can't use the emote for me in my channel, right? Or my stream, or my server, because it's set up for pawn only, right? Unless I was on Turbo. And then I could use them all over the place. Because I would use that Jeff one all the time. Jeff Probst is awesome. This week's not the last week. I think we have Survivor this week on Wednesday, and then I think the week after on Wednesday, that will be the final one. The season finale. Sorry, Zor, it's not the series finale. Season. And I still haven't made my video yet. I feel really bad. I need to make a video. What's that guy doing? Oh, he was afraid because I think he's got like the haunted memento, right? Maybe. I don't see it though. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. Yep. And he did his little...
Zorts the Goblin cheered for 100 bits. Bleed Purple 100 bonus 10 #Survivor Boo.
Oh wow, and Zorts is now the boss. Thank you, Zorts. But listen, Survivor is the greatest show ever. Well, not ever. It's the best of those kind of shows. That's for sure. That's 100% for sure. All those other shows, nope. I mean, if you like them, hey. My haunted memento shade is named Steve. Oh, that's who. Like, I keep
I think I've asked you about this before. About who is Steve, because I've heard you refer to Steve before, and I think you've told me this, but I always forget. Steve. That reminds me of the episode of South Park where they find like the caveman, but he's like from 2 years ago. And they're like, your name is Steve. Steve. And he's like, and he loses his mind because grunge is not in anymore. All this, I don't know. Freaking South Park. Is this song is called Canticle of Sacrifice. Okay. Well, this person they didn't tag it. Oh well, sucks to be you. And nothing. Well, and you can't get it on bonus rolls either, but it's a 1 in 500 drop rate, not 1 in 2,000. So, all right, well, that's gonna be it. That's all, folks. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for dealing with my shit, listening to my crap. Because I already swore once, so why swear again, right? Thanks, and I'm just gonna look at the things here. Thank you to Relly Gold for the follow, Pink Shock to the follow. Wow. And Zorts, thank you for your bits, even though you kind of badmouth Survivor there. I mean, you shouldn't. Survivor is pretty good. In fact, it's great. You all have a great day. Level safely. See you around. I definitely will be back on Thursday. Very slight chance I could come back on Wednesday because I think Carrie's working on Wednesday this week. Every other week she's off, but it just depends on how I feel. Other than that, good luck with your mount runs. Level safely with your challenge tunes. And be good to your neighbor, unless they're jackasses, and then punch them in the ass. Right. Yeah, there you go. LB, thank you. LB gets me going. Peace, man. Now I'm gonna go have some soup with mozzarella cheese and crackers. Yeah. Look at my clown hair. Look, you can see how it's sticking out, right? It's sticking out. This is what Carrie calls my clown hair. It's just at the right length where it's too long to get batted. Sorry, it's long enough to be sticking out. It's too short though to be combed down, kind of thing, right? I'm gonna warn you. There's gonna be a full shave coming up soon, because when Carrie sees this shit, she's like, yeah, no. That's when she's like, okay, it's time to shave, and she has to shave me. So, just a word of warning. Okay, fuck, man. This happens all the time. You guys, peace out. I'll see y'all later. Jesus, I can never say goodbye. Don't ever want to say goodbye.